Man, fantastic job.
Thanks so much.
How do you wrote this, you directed it. How do you, with day one, did you just put a bunch of ABBA songs on and just start typing away? Or
It's a few days before you start typing away. I walked around the park for a long time with my iPod listening to, and then so I had a list of about 30 songs. And from then, yeah, I made my selection.
I was going to say, how do you choose which to include? And
Some the plot dictates where you're going. There's a scene where Jeremy Irvine plays the young Pierce Brosnan, breaks Lily James's heart, and so I'm looking at my list and I go, oh look, the first line of Mamma Mia is I've been cheated by you, and so you decide to do that one. Other times, Andy Garcia's character is invented solely so that Cher can sing Fernando to him. So that's kind of reverse engineering.
And you're talking about all these names, and I know you worked with this cast. How do you direct such a legendary, I mean, they're legends.
It's hard to get out of bed the morning you're going to direct Meryl Streep's scene with Amanda Seyfried being watched by Cher, Andy, Piers, Colin, Julie, Christine Stellan. It's an extraordinary thing. But actually, one of the reasons they're at the top of their game is that they're brilliant, and another reason is that they're really nice. And so you basically rely on their kindness and get out of the way.
What is the magic of this story? It really is. Before the cameras were rolling, I told you I was almost in tears. And I know I'm a guy, and I don't know why we fight tears. It was during Dancing Queen.
Was it?
And I'm like, why this? I should be celebrating, but it's the way that you rose to that occasion. It just,
There's nothing more joyous than lifting up your voice in song. You're crying with joy, and that's the most beautiful thing. Crying because you're sad, crying because you're moved. Crying is the start of getting better anyway. If you're down and you start to cry, there's something self-loving about it. Do you know what I mean? But if you cry with joy, what could be more glorious? Next time, cry me. Now stop gripping the water bottle. Start crying.
I was doing this, and people next to me were getting mad.
Stop crying.
Just find it. This is like a therapy session. Now you're like Oprah to me.
This is how I roll. This is how I roll.
10 years it took to get this done.
Yes.
Why so long?
I think they were all very keen to do another one. They had an amazing time with the first one. And obviously the studio was very keen because it made so much money. But I think they all have enough integrity, and they all have enough money, frankly, not to rush into it unless it was a story worth telling. Do you know what I mean? Not every film deserves a sequel. Not every story needs another chapter. And so I think it took a while to figure out what the best, most emotional, meaningful, impactful way to tell the story was. And then when I sort of wandered in, it kind of came together.
When you found out you had Cher, because everybody's screaming, Cher, Cher,
That's
and then
insane.
you see her, and then the scene, which I'm not going to give away, when you see her in the film, it's just a magical moment. When you found out you had Cher on this film, what?
Well, I wrote the part for her nakedly. I mean, I practically called the character Cher in the script, and when I handed it in, I was like, that's Cher's part, by the way. And I refused to contemplate anybody else doing it. And so the day she said yes was a great day. But actually an even better day was the day the plane landed in England, because you're never quite sure she's going to get on the plane, and then the plane's not going to divert and go to Hawaii instead. And so that was an awesome, when we had her, that was amazing. And then she's just brilliant fun.
Mamma mia, here I go again.